So in life, there's this saying, don't judge a book by its cover. I think that saying is bullshit. I think that we as a people, as a human species, need to start judging more books by their covers. I think we'll benefit greatly. So this is not inherently a bad thing. This is not a evil mindset to be in because, there's positives too. If you see someone who just greets you with a nice smile, expect them to have a nice personality, and often you'll be right. When you're going on a Tinder date and the girl who you're on the date with has a nose ring and tattoos, expect it to be a little bit more adventurous. Expect a good night ahead of you. When you're drafting a pickup basketball team and the two people left are a 6'3" athletic black man and a 5'4" chubby Asian man, judge both of those book covers and guess which one's going to catch more alley-oops and block more shots. You see, it just pays off in these little ways. I wasn't always of this mindset, though. I kind of, through a mix of growing more cynical and just seeing the shitty elements of life, have grown to adopt it over time. And this past weekend, coincidentally, I had the lesson ingrained in me twice. Two examples happening at my job this weekend. I work at a bar, so I get a lot of people, majority of them shitty. And from dealing with them, I learn a great many things. So the first example was on Friday night, and we had a band playing. It was a rock and roll band, so it's kind of brings a rock and roll crowd. But this one man especially stood out. So he came in. He was wearing a Grateful Dead T-shirt, so we already know what he's about. He had long, shaggy hair. His eyes were not anywhere near white, and he had a general just sense that he had no idea where he was. He just seemed clueless and lost. And so right away, I started judging. I saw his book cover and I started judging. And I was right to do so because within 30 minutes, right on the dance floor, right by the stage, he had lit up a marijuana cigarette, just families eating dinner 10 feet next to him. So, I judged that book cover, and luckily that book got jerked out by my bouncer, thrown on the street, and given some justice. So, happy ending. The very next night, at the same bar, in walked a man who was missing four teeth. Unfortunately for him, the four teeth he was missing were 1, 2, 3, 4, the four front ones. Those are the four teeth you want to keep. Of any of your teeth, those are the four where you really want to keep them because they play a big part in your presentation and, how people judge your book cover. But, maybe he was in an accident. Maybe he crashed his bike. I'm not right away judging. It could be something out of his control. But there were some things that were in his control. He had a generally Homer Simpson walrus-like face and head. He had a very gruff way of speaking, and he just had a very oily complexion. And right away I'm thinking, all right, this book is he's in need of some judgment. And I judged him, and I was just mentally prepared for him to do some stupid, outlandish shit. Lo and behold, a couple hours later, night progresses. He's about 9 beers deep. He gets into a little spat with my other bartender over some prices, and he reacts by pouring his beer all on the bar. Saw that coming. Many miles away. Saw that one coming. That was no shock at all. Luckily, our bouncer was still there, and he was still willing to throw dickheads out, and that's exactly what he did, and justice was yet again served. So, 2 for 2. All in all, good weekend. Just reaffirmed the lessons that I've been taught over the years. But this lesson, I think we could all benefit by adopting it. It really is it's going to help you in life, And like I said, there's positives. If you see someone who just has a nice aura, expect nice things. But when you see someone who looks like an asshole and a jabroni, don't be surprised when they start acting like an asshole and a jabroni.